Da-dum. 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 Dun 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 dun. Aw, man. I thought it was the real thing. $7 though. Ooh, a transformer. Hello everyone, thrifting in the States. This was the first day of 2019, January 1st. We were going away to the States for a few days, and I had never heard about this place. I talked to the owner, really nice guy. Apparently they've been there for 9 years, going on year 10, and they're pretty close to the hotel that we usually stay at, and I had no idea about these guys. Everything under the sun. I was just, Googling on my phone to see if there was what thrift shops were open. And there was a Yelp review of the 10 best places to go thrifting or consignment stores in your area, and everything under the sun popped up. And I'll let these video clips speak for themselves. Man, they had a lot of everything. Some things were overpriced in my opinion, but then other things were like really cheap, like his Nintendo games, all the video games on the shelf. There was original Xbox, PS2, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis. Like it didn't matter what the title was. Everything was $4. So you can, if you dig, you can find great stuff. There was a lot of figures, a lot of collectibles, wrestlers. I want to go back and look at the G.I. Joe stuff, Ninja Turtles. Here you can see a lot more wrestlers. That weird stuff from the mid to late 90s wrestlers, like the Bendies and the Slammers. A lot of loose toys on the shelf. And what's cool, like I had mentioned, I spoke to the owner, and he's got stuff coming in. He's like, when I was asking him about G.I. Joes and He-Man, he's like, you should have saw the table in October. So it seems like there's good turnaround. I don't know where he's getting his stuff. It's not my place to question. I just want to come back to this place again. Up here you can see, questionable if people like those. They were like between $6 and $8 for Star Wars 97 stuff. I know the people I speak to, they don't really hold great value, but it's still a toy on the card stock. Here's just like a good example of, you got stuff clean and put away on shelves, and then you've got stuff just dumped on a table. And that's the kind of stores I like, where you get to dig and haggle with prices. At his counter, same thing too. It was Xbox and PS4 games, $10 each. Pretty good price, and it didn't matter what the title was. So again, if you were looking for something special, there was some new titles in there. $10 didn't matter. You got some Kiss figures up there. I think I have some Kiss Alive figures myself. I have to dig them out. Tons of DVDs, and this is just 2 or 3 rooms that I'm showing you. Like this house was 9 rooms. In the back, it was like 8-track, CD, records. There was a jewelry room, clothing, furniture. This, if you're into G.I. Joes, I used to love G.I. Joe when I was a little kid, but I haven't collected them in years. That's $25 for a G.I. Joe ship. I know it's not the flag, but if anyone knows. This is this is an example of some overpriced stuff in another flea market, indoor flea market. That was a PSP with a few games for like $100. This Atari Flashback has been sitting here for like 2 years. I think they want $25, $30 for it. I don't know what those figures are. Real random assortment. This is that big flea market that you'll see often when I do some indoor thrifting, indoor flea market thrifting places in the States. I really like this place. I've seen this in here before. It says that it's from the 60s, Action Bowling. Doesn't look like it would work. All the gears are tight, but I don't know, there's something about it. I keep going back to look at it. A few comics in here. I don't know if there's anything worthwhile digging around. Here's your question of the week, guys. Superman or Batman? I know what my pick is. That's the hard thing about the winter months, though. People aren't really bringing in stuff for these stores, so, you know, it seems like it's weird and kind of counterintuitive, but the indoor flea markets are great during the summer because they're always getting new stuff on the shelves. I find in the winter, it's like whatever's there in October, November, you're going to see that stuff right till April. And I'm noticing a lot of these shelves are getting more bare and sparse every time we come back, and it's not being really replenished right now. That's why I was really glad that we found that Under the Sun place. But, you know, overall, good trip. Had fun going out. Space Jam. Sealed too. Not a record collector, but I wouldn't spend $15 on it. If it were 50 cents, you know, I'd get it just as a goof. A couple of controllers, DVDs. This is the basement. This is what it looks like altogether. Again, not a bad place. There's an older Lego box holder. And this I almost bought, but it's just a t-shirt. I kind of wanted the cartridge to put on the wall, but 25 bucks is too much. So we're back from our Plattsburgh trip. Not too far. It's about 50 minutes over the border. We just like to go to, you know, hang out, have a good time, sit by the pool. The baby got to play with other kids, and Alice and I just got to relax to end our Christmas vacation. So we were gone for 4 days and 3 nights. I went out thrifting with my stepson on the second day we went. We only went out for about 2 hours, checked out a couple of stores. A lot of the mom and pop stores, I thought they would be open because, you know, they got to keep generating revenue. They have to pay to keep the lights on and pay their rent. But, you know, it is still Christmas vacation, New Year's time, you know, so 4 or 5 of the stores that I was hoping to find some good stuff were closed, and I did see a couple of cool things in the window at one store, so everything and anything, I'm hoping to get back there in February. Anyway, it just so happened the day before he passed, I picked up a Mean Gene, the 1985-86, the Wrestlers, the LJN Wrestlers, R.I.P. Mean Gene. It just, you know, I saw him, I'm like, hey, I need Mean Gene. He was only $5, so I grabbed him, and then the next day I woke up and I saw the stuff on Facebook that said R.I.P. Mean Gene passed away. Hi, baby. He had a lot of Transformers on the table, but nothing, you know, like, that I really wanted. A lot of it was like the newer 1 or 2 change Transformers, and I just don't really like those ones. But for $3, I did find the little raptor that goes with the Dinobots. Now, I'm ashamed to say that I don't know his name. Obviously, I could stop the video, Google what his name is, and then come back and say, hey, look who I found. But I'm being honest with you, I don't remember this guy's name because he's not one of the original Dinobots. But, you know, $3, really cool, and he changes really well. Fun little guy. I like his color. He looks great. He's going to match all the other Dinobots from the Titan, the Prime series. So he goes along with them. I'm guessing he would change into their weapon because he's smaller than the rest of them, but I'm not 100% sure. I've seen him at Walmart a few times for like $12.95. I wasn't going to spend that much on a small Transformer like that. $3 is great, though. I don't go out of my way to collect boxed vintage toys, but you know, this is a toy from 2000 Hasbro from the Batman toy line. This is Mission Masters 3, and this is Virus Attack Mr. Freeze. It was only $5, so I picked it up. The box, you know, is not in incredible shape, but it still looks pretty good. It's gonna sit on the shelf with all my Batman stuff. If you didn't know, I'm a fan of Batman. Daughter, Arkham down there. Arkham. Of course, I had to get some video games as well, so on the NES I grabbed Fester's Quest. You know, this game gets crapped on a lot, but I played it a lot when I was a little kid, and I beat a couple of the bosses. It wasn't as tough as people like to say it is. I enjoyed it. Now, Dick Tracy is pretty damn hard. This was a tough game, and surprisingly, I don't have this in the collection, so this bumps up our numbers. I think this is 401 for the NES. Super Pinball Behind the Mask, $3 on SNES cart that I need. A little tongue-tied this morning. No label for this, but for the original PlayStation in a Grand Theft Auto 2 case, we have Mortal Kombat Trilogy. The disc looks really great. I can't wait to play this. That's a disc that you want to have for your PS1 collection, along with Tekken 2, another one where the disc looks great. These were both $2. You got to check those CD racks. I always go look in the CD racks after I look for video games because, you know, that's where you usually find better games. If people don't know what they have, they just sell it as a CD. And this one I picked up because for some reason I'm just liking original Xbox again, collecting them. My nephews are getting back into it, collecting them. So I picked up Dead to Rights 2. I don't have this this game. I played the first one. I really enjoyed it. Again, $2. It was on the CD rack, and the disc is in great shape. And my daughter is playing with the laptop, so maybe we'll let her start editing something. What's next? Do. Picked up a bag of Star Wars stuff for, I think, $5 or $6. So the first one is a Princess Leia from Kenner, 1996. Not the greatest series, but I've been picking these up lately, and you know, you break it all up, there's 5 things in here, so they are like $1 each. Another 1996-97 Kenner. This is an R2-D2 that opens up. I don't know what was supposed to go in him. Maybe it was a candy holder. Yep. Trademark 1996 Lucasfilms Limited. Made in China. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Any toy or Star Wars fans out there, please let me know down in the comments. And then I picked up these two, well, these were in the bag, 2 Millennium Falcons. I'm not sure what was supposed to be, if they were like those ones that are supposed to balance, or if they're supposed to sit on something, but they were just both in the bag. And these were also from 1996. So that was a couple of Star Wars things to add to the Star Wars figure shelf. So here in Canada, home, these are selling for $40 and $45 respectively in the Walmarts and then the retro stores. I guess these are secondhand that they're being sold, and I wasn't going to pay that. These are $17.99 in the States in the American Walmart. So I'm going to start with this 8 built-in games. You get Dig Dug, Galaga, Galaxion, Mappy, Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, Sky Kid, and Xavius. So these are all part of this Bandai Namco Flashback Blast, and there's I think four to six different boxes with various games, and some of them go up to 20, but some of them are like Pong and Pong clone games. So I'm a big Pac-Man fan. This is the one that I want to start with, and probably in a later video I'll let you know if this is actually worth it. $6 in GameStop. The only thing I found, I'm not a big Funko collector. I do have a few of those Pops, but I don't know, there's something about this that caught me. I played Cuphead like most people did last year and really enjoyed it, and it comes with the little devil down there, so don't deal with the devil. This is a black colored cereal that you get with it. It comes with a little pop figure, and we're going to try the cereal, and this might even turn into a little fun video in itself. And last, I picked up a Black Panther t-shirt. It's kind of my thing. I always pick up, you know, like a video game or a comic t-shirt when we go to Plattsburgh. But the t-shirt game has been very weak in the American Walmart lately. I don't know, they even moved the display. It used to be like in a cubby hole. You know, like 12 cubby holes where it would have all the shirts, and then they'd have the display placard up at the top so you could see what the t-shirt looked like. That's gone. They just had a small spinning little carousel shelf with a few t-shirts in it now, so I was kind of disappointed. This was the best one that I saw. It was like $7. So that's everything from our States trip. Like I said, not a lot of stuff, but I was happy to get out, and I did find, for me, a few cool items. So down in the comments, guys, I want you to tell me that's Arkham going crazy. So, down in the comments, I want you to tell me what you got over the holidays. Any cool things that you've added to your collection. And I think that's Arkham telling me that this video is over. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in about a week. Take care. Bye.
Yeah.